All right, here we are at our 1994 Sea Ray 240 Overnighter Signature Edition for sale here on the beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee. There is a tandem axle trailer that is included with this one, and the current slip is transferable if someone wants to keep it right here where it's currently located at. The Overnighter is basically a compact Cuddy cabin. This is powered by a 7.4 liter MerCruiser V8 inboard outboard engine with a Bravo 1 Outdrive, 3-blade stainless steel propeller. We've got trim tabs, 3-step swim boarding ladder over there. And overhead we've got a Bimini top and a cockpit cover. I'm going to go ahead and climb inside. As you can see, I do have the engine hatch pulled back on this one already. I can show you the engine compartment first. This is the big block MerCruiser Thunderbolt ignition with power steering. It's currently got right about 860 hours. This one came to Tennessee by way of Michigan. It's thought to have always been in fresh water. I believe there's about a 72-gallon fuel tank on this one, but we will have the exact fuel tank size listed on our website, which is where you'll find the full list of specifications as well as the asking price. We don't mention those in the video tours because they'll often change until the listing is sold. We do have dual batteries with the battery switch. That's a 2021 battery. Over here on the other side we've got an interstate battery. There's no date code on that one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and close this section. But I should mention this is also where your Bimini top is meant to stow away. You see there's a little cutout right there. The Bimini arms would lay down, and basically the top part would kind of lay across where that cutout is. You have that integrated swim boarding ladder with ski tow bar. Parts. Call that a ladder. Of course, there's a 3-step ladder here I mentioned earlier. Also an integrated swim platform, ski tow bar. Now I've also got 2 other pieces of cushions right here. This rear area creates a bench seat. Do want to point out we got a little bit of wear on the underside of this upholstery. Lay it into place here. Well, bear with me here. Okay, that lays into place. And then same thing on the other side. A little bit of wear on the underside where it's kind of been sliding on these little rust for it. Oop. There we go. Slide that right into place. So you basically have a full width rear bench seat. And then we have the front to back driver and passenger seats, and these will convert to a little sun lounge themselves. See if I can find the hook here. It's going to go forward, and a little bit of help. That will lay all the way flat. And you can see got a large sun lounge area here. That might be one little, that's a little bit of a scuff on there. I just noticed that, wanted to point that out. I'll come back and review other wear and tear items after we've done the full walkthrough of the model. So the driver's seat's going to do the same thing. That can fold flat, and it can also push forward and back. That's all the way back. It can slide forward as well. Oh. There it goes. Can go back there, give you more room at the driver's seat. So here's your steering wheel, shift throttle, and drive trim. This one is rated for 8. Got 12-volt power outlet right here. Navigation lights. You do have trim tabs. This is going to help level the rod out if you've got it full of passengers. Got a battery volt gauge. Let's see, that's engine water temperature, speedometer, tachometer with that built-in hour meter, and there is showing, try to get the deflection just right, it's showing 859 hours on there. 859.9, so we're getting ready to turn 860 hours. There's your engine oil pressure, fuel gauge, and drive trim gauge right here. And then in the center, we've got a West Marine. This is an AM, FM, CD, auxiliary input, Marine stereo with removable faceplate. That will also pop up and close that off. We got a Ritchie compass just forward of your helm. And then over here on this side, you've got the bilge pump, your blower, functional horn, and a little switch for courtesy light that's going to be right at the bottom of that step down into the cabin there. There we are, 4 speakers with that West Marine AM, FM, CD auxiliary input stereo. We've got 2 here in the cockpit, 2 more down the cabin where we're going to head in one moment. There's port side speaker, and here's your starboard side speaker right there. We do have some integrated cup holders. We've got 2 over there, another one here at your driver's seat, another one back here near your passenger seat, and another one here. So it's going to be 5 total cup holders. Up here in the cockpit area, fire extinguisher mounted just under your throttle. It's got a little integrated cooler right here in the cockpit as well, kind of separating the cockpit from the cabin. And I've got basically the doors folded open all the way for our cabin area. And as you can see, we've got a little V-berth sleeping area down here in the cockpit. You have a bow hatch overhead, 2 more speakers, some lighting. Go ahead and climb down, and this center cushion, I'll remove this so you can see we've got basically a porta-potty, can go right there. That one will be staying with the boat. And then you've got storage under the other seats. Let's see if we can get that back into place. There we go. So there's some lighting, your 2 more cabin speakers. Now behind that mirror is going to be access to your anchor storage area. Bow hatch overhead. Basically got 2 port windows on either side. I do want to point out, this is almost like a plexiglass that was used in this vintage boat made by Sea Ray, and you've got a little crack in the center line, crack on this one, another one right here in the center. And let me move on over to the other side where you've basically got similar things in all of these windows. Now that's under the rub rail. This really isn't a leak concern, but we do want to point out all the wear and tear that we notice. We do our best to represent these as accurately as possible. Not sure if those picked up on this side. Yeah, you can kind of see them right there in the video screen. Okay, got a small little storage area right here that's going to lift up, and then a little hanging locker right here for more storage. Another one built in right here. Now then, and I believe I showed you your bow hatch right here. So I'm going to exit out of the cabin. Before I do, right here in the cockpit, we've got a large deep storage compartment. There's a couple deflated water tubes down in there, as well as the cockpit cover and the Bimini boot storage cover. And I'm going to show you how this is going to close off. A little strap holding that in place. Once you remove it, this will fold over twice. And then same thing over here. That keeps this from bouncing around while you're underway. Slides right into this channel right here. I need to pull this side up just a little bit, and then that's lockable right there. There's a little drain in the floor right there, catching rainwater that might come in. And we do have a walk-through windshield up here to take you up to the bow area. I want to kind of show you the cockpit area, up to the bow area, and then now let's get up close and personal with all the wear and tear that we noticed on this one. A little mark right here in your driver's seat, and let's see another one out. I showed you the scuff earlier. For the most part, all the seats are in good condition. Back here on the engine hatch, we've got a little bit of wear in two seams right here where this piping is. A little bit of a stretch in the seam there, another one right here along the middle, and another one over here near the starboard side. A few little scuffs, but that might be a small little tear. But otherwise, final's in good shape. Here's another scuff mark on this piping right back here near the back. And that does it for the cockpit. We do have a Sunbrella Bimini top, matching cover and storage boot. Got a small little stress crack right here near this handrail that's located conveniently next to your swim ladder, and another small one right here next to basically the rear port side corner of that windshield and your Bimini top mount. Everything else looks to be in good shape on the interior. Almost thought that was a bug. Another little scuff right here, just below that Bimini top. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to step over to our swim platform. This is your ski tow hook. I referenced this earlier. 3-step swim boarding ladder. I'm going to step down. With us sitting on the lift here, I'm able to kind of step down, get you up close and personal with this Bravo 1 Outdrive. Power trim XD. And here's your 3-blade stainless steel propeller. There are a few little marks here on your propeller. And each one there where it's showing a little bit of wear. Nothing major. Around the edges, get a little wear. Here's your trim tab on the port side. Pivot around, there's your starboard side trim tab. And there's that Sea Ray Signature 240. This is the overnighter, sometimes referred to as an OV. A small little stress crack right here near that ladder mount. I'll make that known to you. Alright, bear with me here as I kind of climb off. Fuel fill's right here, just behind your anchor light. I'm not sure if I referenced this anchor light earlier, but this was basically kind of relocated. And you can kind of see the old screw holes right there. And that's where it's going to go for your anchor light to mount in there. Fuel fill here. I believe that's about a 72-gallon fuel tank, but again, we'll have that correctly listed on the website whenever you click into the full specs and the PDF printable spec sheet of this one. So on the exterior, we definitely have some marks in the striping, and then a few other marks right here just going along that windshield edge just a little bit, depending on the glare or the angle. Some of this might show up, some of it will not. We've got a few marks just over here below this Sea Ray logo on the starboard side, and then again some marks into the vinyl. Most of these appear to just barely be into the gel coat, nothing deep into the fiberglass, and then the marks on the vinyl graphics. Here's another one here, it's just barely into the gel coat up here on this kind of teal striping. Another one right here. And again, some more marks into your vinyl. A little bit of a scrape going along here in the gel coat. Considering the age and engine hours on this one, I would still consider this to be in above average condition, even with a few little marks here and there. Again, some more into the vinyl graphics. And just about all of these, this age of Sea Ray, just about all of those have some cracks in that plexiglass patches. Again, some more wear just in the vinyl stripes up here along the top side of the deck along the starboard side. Down here into the hull, very clean. Another mark here in the vinyl, and otherwise there may be some light scratches into the gel coat right there, and possibly right there at the center of that V line there might be some marks down in the fiberglass. I'll try to get a better look at that here before we wrap things up, even if I have to kind of stretch out. Your forward V line looks to be very clean. Even up here where it would go into the trailer, I don't see a lot of marks up here. Again, some marks in the vinyl, and then right here on the corner of this anchor locker, you do have a little mark down here into the fiberglass. Close that anchor locker. Continue down the port side here for that up close and personal look. Again, some marks in that vinyl along the way. Small little mark right there in that vinyl stripe. Otherwise, things look good on this side of the hull. It's marks in the vinyl, and then here we've got some light scuffs and scratches just barely into the gel coat. Again, some marks in the vinyl. A mark just up above the deck, below the windshield line. A few more marks in the vinyl striping. Part of this little Sea Ray wave logo is missing over here on the port